This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Peezy posts a bill in Miami. He was at the club, and it came to $103,000 for some alcohol for him and his guys. And then, what, 22% tip? I don't know, man. I didn't expect Peezy to be one of these guys that does this. Like, it's like this is not really like, this is like bragging about mishandling money to me. You know, like, you call it whatever you want, but to me, it's like, okay, like Peezy. We know Peezy has money, right? He's independent, and he sold. I think he went platinum with one of his, a couple of his singles, right? But like, it's not the kind of money where it's like a hit single on a major, It's good, but it's not the kind where, like, he's not doing world tours and everything on top of it. So it's like, dude, save your bread. Like, I don't understand why people think the money's just going to come forever. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just frugal. I don't know. But like, I was like, geez, I hope this is amongst him and 4 other people. Or maybe 5. I understand is that Art Basel or Miami, whatever that thing is called. So it's kind of like you got to go out. But like, I hope this is between him and a bunch of people, because it's like, that's crazy. But Peezy does well. He does over a million monthly listeners, independent. Marlon Wayans claps back at 50 Cent. Marlon Wayans has been critical of 50 Cent in this Diddy documentary. 50 Cent said he's, with all the smoke. So Marlon Wayans says, just for the record, bro, let's correct the narratives, Curtis. Rub-a-dub-dub. And he did like an AI photo of Diddy and 50 in a hot tub. And then he posted up, just enjoying my life. And then he promotes these cigars he's doing. And he says, calm down, calm before the storm. For the record, I don't condone any abuse of women, period. Unlike some people who have a track record of domestic violence. Again, the same thing Ja Rule just did. It wasn't something that was proven, and you guys are... A lot of people, so say 50 Cent says something about Marlon Wayans now. That was maybe something that was true. Marlon Wayans would probably take him to court in 2 seconds, just like Ja Rule wants to, right? But like, if 50 were to do the same to them, he'd be called a coward, Listen, just get your jokes off, but don't go to areas that aren't true, Just because someone says something because their back's against the wall, meaning Jane Doe, who's 50 Cent's baby mom in court, right? She got called out. She was a witness. She got teased, and then she lashed out. And 50 took her to court, or threatened to take her to court, and she took it down and retracted it because it wasn't true. I don't know. When you have bitter baby moms, that can happen, right? I've seen it happen with a lot of guys, That's the easy place for a woman to go. And I'm not ever condoning. I'm just saying, like, just making the mere accusation, but not being able to prove it, or you didn't do anything at the moment, ever documented or anything. It's hard to believe because so many women do it, and there's no truth to it. But like, some women really document it, and like, look what happens. Nothing. Fabulous and Emily. She documented it. Nothing happened to Fabulous. Nothing. Everybody embraces him the same. There's plenty of people like that people just embrace. Nothing happens to these people. Nobody denounces them or anything. You almost have to catch the whole attack on camera. So it says, unlike some people who have a track record. And then he says, don't let anyone create narratives. Marlon Lamont Wayans is an exceptional man. Okay. I mean, I don't think he's a bad person, but... Okay. Billy McFarland had the Phoenix. It was his Fire Festival 2. I don't think a lot of people could even fit on this island, to be honest with you. I don't know if this was a dry run. And he got French Montana, he got Bobby Shmurda, and then he got one of the guys from Ray Schmerman. Obviously not Sway Lee. I forget the other guy's name. They were there. That was pretty much it. Then a couple DJs. A lot of people said a lot of people weren't there. It is what it is. It happened. He pulled it off. I guess it's like a dry run for another one afterwards. I can't imagine they broke even. But hey. I think that this guy needs help, bro. This guy Finesse 2 times. I just saw another thing with him where he's going crazy. He's going... Bro, he's going... someone said, why be better? And he lost his mind, bro. Like he's on something. Yeah, let me pull it up. I'll just play a little snippet, but it's like, bro, you good? Like, I don't know what he's not focused on making music anymore. That's for sure. That's for sure. He's not focused on making music anymore. He just does these live streams. Let's see.
Hey, young nigga. Bitch, hey, young nigga. What the fuck?
He's just looking... Yo, bro, look at his eyes. He's frozen like this. I'm not going to play the video of it because it's even more disturbing. But it's like... Look, he's just frozen like this. See? Frozen like that.
Talking about me and my bitch. And you sit up here talking about why be better, cuz. What the fuck that got to do with me, cuz? What is you talking about, family? What the fuck you talking about? Why be better, bruh?
He's drunk. Damn. Alrighty. Well, yeah, he needs to get help, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Then we got Freddie Gibbs. I guess he's gonna go to Taylor Swift's wedding. Someone said he's not, but then Daily Now said he's not going, but he is going. I don't know. We already talked about Ja Rule. Maino continues to try to get attention from Akademiks. It started off as a comment and a comment back, and then now Maino is really dragging it out. This is the most people have ever heard of Maino in the past 15 years. And that's coming from someone that was on a major label and had 2 hit records. Maino is who he is, man. He shouldn't be rapping anymore. Nobody really wants to hear him rap anymore. He's still around. He's with Angelique. I don't have any more to say about Maino, bro, because it's like I could keep talking about everything, but people just continue to like, some people like him. A lot of people are rallying behind him right now because a lot of people don't like Akademiks. I like Akademiks, but a lot of people don't like him. Okay, for some reason, they still have this thing where he's in his basement. He's not in his basement. He's in a $1 million mansion. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. I think Maino's just jealous of him. Maino's trying to podcast now, and he doesn't like being called out for doing lame stuff. Nobody wants to hear him rap anymore, so now he's joining up with 3 other people that don't like Cameron. And I don't know why Maino doesn't like Cameron, but he doesn't like Cameron. Jim Jones doesn't like Cameron. I guess Fabulous doesn't like Cameron. Cameron said it himself. And then Dave East. It's very weird. But they're trying to make something out of podcasting. Every rapper podcast now. That's why you don't hear any music anymore. It'll all go... things will shift. I've seen this happen before. Okay, it's not podcasting, but I've seen rappers do other stuff before. People were trying to do Spanish music at one point because Spanish, what was it? Reggaeton was big. A lot of rappers were trying to do it. Nori went full-fledged. He gave up rapping. That might have hurt his rap career. It was good for him for like 2 singles, and then it was over. I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate you all. This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.